betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.
Welcome to Nothing But Net, and it's Crunch City in 3 massive games this weekend. Let's start with Philly on Friday against the Hawks. Can Joel Embiid carry the load without Jaymz Harden for the next month with a foot tendon issue?
Can Joel Embiid carry them, Dicko?
Can he?
Yes. Will he? Also, yes. But look, they play the Hawks this weekend, which, I don't know, this is a really tough spot for Philly. Without Harden, look, they've already got Tyrese Maxey, who's just another scoring guard who doesn't play much defense. Doesn't quite have Harden's creativity on offense, but we'll sort of fill that gap. Look, Philly will be fine for that month. They might even be better, just saying. But Atlanta, look, in terms of like what Atlanta can do and what they can't do, in the middle specifically, they sort of struggle guarding, I don't know, field goal percentage at the rim, but they've sort of locked into these 3-point shooting, defensive numbers. And what happens then is they can let Embiid eat, key in on everybody else, use those perimeter defenders for the Atlanta Hawks, and really stymie this Sixers offense, which is never really the most sort of, flowing, pretty offense in the world. Anyway, how about the forgotten $35 million man, Dicko? Tobias Harris, can he step up and do something? That's all I want to know. Just,
earn a paycheck.
Just help us out, Tobias. Jeez, earn that paycheck. But yeah, I think, to be honest, the Hawks have got a really good chance at knocking off the Sixers here.
Well, I don't want you sitting on the fence. They've got a really good chance, or do they just win?
They win.
Okay.
The Hawks win this one, they cover, and look, they're big men against Embiid. There's only so much Embiid can do. They'll get him.
All right, Denver at home to Boston, and Nikola Jokic is rolling. Surely he takes advantage of the lack of height for Boston.
I absolutely love this matchup, though. You've got Denver out there in the West, an absolute dominating force in, back-to-back MVP Nikola Jokic, and nobody with any size on Boston. But they've got their wings. They've got Jaylen Brown, they've got Jason Tatum. This is going to be a great sort of battle between the big man in the middle, what he can create for that Nuggets offense, with Jam and Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. as well on the wings there for Denver. This is going to be an absolute belter, Dicko. And I think, look, the way that the Nuggets will win this is Jokic creating. He might not dominate, but he's got one of those Jason Kidd triple-doubles in him, 100%, like a 19, 10, and 10 easily, I think. But I think Denver will maybe not win this, but I think they cover the line. And we see a great tussle between their perimeter scorers. Tatum and Brown on one side, they might go for 30-plus each. You've got Jamal Murray and Porter Jr. as well on the other side. It's a great matchup. Denver cover, Boston win.
All right, James, now we're going to put your head on the chopping block here because I've loaded this gun in this question. Are you telling me that Ja Morant's Grizzlies will smash Rudy Gobert's Timberwolves?
Yeah, they're going to smash him. That's what happens. Because, look, we don't know, in terms of Gobert, he's been in and out, he's been in the health and safety protocols, but it doesn't matter. The Wolves have been trash with him on the court and trash with him off the court, Dicko. Like, it's a bit of a black and white situation. It's like they've just not been good. They've beaten only bad teams essentially up until this point in the season. The numbers with him on the court are just disastrous offensively. There's no space for the slashes, the drivers of Minnesota like Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, and D'Angelo Russell to create, to drive. Anthony Edwards didn't get a dunk until like well into the season, which is chaos to me. But even when Rudy is off the floor, Karl Anthony Towns, look, their offense goes back through the roof, but their defense falls off a cliff. So, rock, hard place. It's a bit of a rough one, but Memphis will absolutely crush them. And this is a great matchup, though. You've got Ja Morant, you mentioned, and you've got Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards on the other side. It's like the Spider-Man meme, pointing at each other. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Well, based on that, Minnesota, do they have a Gobert problem?
They've got a fit problem, basically, with Gobert next to Cat. Essentially, they've got two teams crammed into one at the moment, and this is why Memphis will smoke them, because if they can't create enough offense, even with Gobert not playing defensively, if you can't slow down Memphis, you're going to get absolutely toasted. And I think Memphis are in for a really big win here. This is one of those ones where you go, oh, that's a very big margin in the end, and that'll all be Ja Morant. Desmond Bane as well is playing out of his absolute skin. He's unreal at the moment, knocking in threes at a crazy rate. I love this Memphis team. Can you tell? Can you tell? Absolutely love it.
That's why you're the star of the show. Swish, that was Nothing But Net.
Sport is superstition, science, family, drama, love, theatre. It's everything. That's why we've made a betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.